Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm playing with Paper House products. Now I wanted to get this out there. Paper House is having a now or never sale. Basically they are selling out a lot of their stuff, which is super cheap. So I wanted to show you some of the things that are on sale that you might need to have. Remember, you can use my code PH20Sandy and you'll get 20% off the sale price as well. Now this is definitely not everything that's on sale, but as I was flipping through the website, this is what I found. So these papers are all on sale for 50 cents. And these are ones that are in my stash, and I may or may not have placed orders for more of them because some of them are great staples. Like this bold blue and white stripe. On the back it has like oceans and things like that, but this is a great staple to have. Also this plaid with the stars on the other side. Now this, I'm thinking, you know, my son's marine album, but honestly, stars, a great thing. This black and white map print, and then on the back is this orange and yellow travel motif. These kind of stamped things, and then just this pattern on the back. I don't think this one was 50 cents. I think this one was 75 cents. But this gold foil paper with the red snowflakes. Then this gray dot is a perfect neutral to have. I definitely ordered more of this. And then on the back is some camping cut-aparts. This one, which is kind of like an outdoorsy collection. Look at that wood grain. This one, which has the starry night and then the trees. So these are great for outdoor photos, Christmas photos, whatever you need. But this is beautiful. Then we have this one, which is a cut apart, but on the other side is this beautiful quatrefoil. We have this Boston map paper. Now there's also a Philadelphia map paper that is on sale, but you could just use this as a map print, or look at this great brick on the back. Then there is America the Beautiful, and then this red and white striped kind of wood grain. We have this fleur-de-lis paper, and then it's the Discover France cut-aparts. Now this one has a gorgeous wood grain. This might not be your thing. You could either cover that up, or look at that. That's cool. This is probably one of my favorite yellow papers ever. This Explore Your World. And on the back are these cut-aparts. And then we have this pretty orangey red. And it's One Big Happy on the other side. So all of those papers are on sale, plus more. And then there's some of these guys. So if puffy stickers are your friend, and they are my friend, these are on sale for $1, I want to say. There's also more of these. These are just perfect because they're words that you can use over and over again on multiple layouts, and it's not like something you're going to get tired of. They also have cork stickers. Now these are ones that I've had in my stash, so I've used them. I believe these are 50 cents as well. Look at those cameras. And you know, I'm a fan of cork, so some of these might have made it into my cart again as well. Because again, these are kind of like motifs and words that you're going to be able to use again and again. Look at that airplane. So anyway, I look for these kind of things all the time because they're little bits that just add extra to your page, and you don't have to worry about your pages looking the same. There's also label stickers, and I think these are $1 as well, and as you can see, I've used some of them. So they're repeats, but these are like a cream and white and black and gold. So these are gorgeous. If you were even thinking of doing your December project with gold, this would be perfect. My December project is going to be featuring silver, so not that one. And then these stickers, which are bright and fun. And as you can see, I've used some of these as well. So we have those And there's also a snowflake acetate paper that I have purchased for my December project that I can't really find right now. So I might have to order another one of those because I can't find it. But now I'm going to actually use some of these products. So let's see what I can do. Now I am going to be scrapbooking some photos of the Millennium Falcon ride queue at Disneyland. And I thought that this brick kind of grungy type paper would be perfect for it. So I went ahead and grabbed that. Now you might be thinking, what the heck are you doing grabbing that gold dot paper? But you know what? Grungy doesn't mean it can't have some bright mixed in. It can't have some metallic mixed in. Doesn't mean that at all. So I went ahead and trimmed about a 3-inch piece. And then I decided that not only did I want to use the gray dot paper on the top of my layout, I wanted to go ahead and mat the brick paper, the painted brick paper, on the gray paper. So this is the reason why I still have a trimmer like this. I absolutely love my guillotine trimmer, but I need a trimmer like this because I gut papers. And I just need to be able to gut my papers. So I have that trimmer, and the only thing I do is trim out so that there is a 1-inch frame left of the gray paper, and I trim down a 1/2 inch on either side of the painted brick paper, and then I'm going to layer those up together. Now I am using some Distress Oxide in Gathered Twigs, and I'm using this even on this paper that you really can't see it on, because when you cut your paper, you have that white core that shows through. And I really didn't want the white core to show through. I just didn't want it, guys. So that is what I did. Now I sit here and take entirely too long to go ahead and get this brick paper situated. And that's okay. Sometimes things that you think should be the easiest and simplest things to happen on your layout take forever. And it's okay. I swear it is okay. So now that I have that all set, I am going to do my normal thing and take some washi tape and cover up those cut lines, just so when you're sliding this in and out of page protectors, it's not going to catch on anything. It's not going to catch on a layout in the other side of the page protector. It just makes me feel better, okay? So that's why I do it. It makes me feel better about my layouts, and that's all there is. You might be thinking, Sandy, you're a maniac for doing that, but you know what? I like it. Now I went ahead and grabbed that Distress Oxide again, and I'm just going to ink the edges of all of the papers, because some of these papers are bright, some of these papers have white, and I just want to kind of bring them all together and kind of show you that you can use a bright paper, a grungy paper, you know, a neutral, and some metallics together, and it will all work out. It just will. Sometimes, you know, you're thinking, oh, I don't know if it's going to work out. But the reason why it works out, you guys, is because this brick paper has painted, like it's painted brick. So it has kind of this goldy, yellowy tone in it. It has this deeper kind of reddy orange tone, and it has gray in it. So I'm using the same exact colors that are in that painted brick background paper. I'm just using different tones of them. And then I bring it all together by using that Gathered Twig Distress Oxide on the edges of all of it. You could also bring it together if you wanted to draw some doodly lines on the outside of the paper, which I still wanted to put a doodly line on the red paper. I just did, but I restrained myself for now. We'll see if that restraint still is there when I go to put the layouts away and give you a layout share for the month. We'll see. Now I am using some of the label stickers here, and I am realizing that that bottom label sticker that I tucked under did not get inked. The edge did not get inked, but you're not seeing a whole lot of it because I do cover it up with some things. So I'm okay with it. If it was truly bothering me that much, I would grab my ink because it's still out on the desk and just do it up. But you know what? It doesn't bother me that much. So now I realize that I don't like the placement of what I have going on here. So I go ahead and trim down that gray paper just a little bit and then figure out where I want my photo mats to go. So we get that figured out. I do take a little bit of a foam square and pop up the two little heart banners that I have down here. And then I have to add a little bit more adhesive back to my layout here. Now that label that I tucked in over on the left-hand side does not stay there. Spoiler alert, I do move it. I like it there, but when I was thinking about how I was going to get on my title and all that, I was not a fan. Now I went and found another sticker from one of the label books, and this one is kind of an even paler version of the reddy orange color, or maybe I should say red orangey color, reddy orange. I don't know, whatever color it is. It's a lighter version of it, and so I figure it'll go. It also has the gold foil. So I just add that little teeny bit up at the top. Now I'm going to try to figure out what I'm doing. Now I'm like, I've got some embellishments. I have things that I think would look great. But the way I've composed this page, things need to go on their side, and I'm just struggling with that a little bit. I do struggle putting words on the page on their side, and it's just, I'm not exactly sure why, but I do. It turned out great. I love the way it turned out. I even journaled sideways, which is whoa. But I love the way it turned out. So, sometimes stretch yourself and do something that you might not normally do, or do something that's not your first inclination to do, because you never know. You might find something that you completely love. You might find a new technique, a new way of doing things. Just try it out. Now I am taking that Distress Oxide and kind of distressing up the cork stickers because they are a little bit bright, you guys. The stickers are a little bit bright, and I really think that adding that ink over the top just made it work. So, as you can see, that label went up at the top, the picture perfect kind of layered over it. I am digging it. I pull out a gold heart and a white heart, and again, I just ink up the little white heart to kind of take off that stark white. Now, I definitely have the stark white still on the layout with the gold foil, and I'm okay with that because there are like big pops of white in the photos, so it kind of balances that out. Now, as you guys know, I normally don't pull colors from the photos. It's not my thing. I might do it subconsciously sometimes, but I don't look at the photo and go, okay, there's a lot of white in the photo, I'm going to pull out white. There's some red in the photo, I'm going to pull out red. That's not the kind of thing I do. I kind of go with how the papers make me feel about the photos, or how my photos make me feel, and then I go pick out the papers. But in this case, I picked out the papers first, and then chose the photos, because this grungy painted background just felt, it felt Star Wars landish to me. So that's what we went with. Now I am going to use these white puffy stickers that say love, and I also pulled out some really, really old letter stickers that were in my stash. I used those recently on another layout as well. They're just super old. They're from like 2011, and I just want to get them used up. So again, I ran that distress ink over top of the letters, and then I add my journaling sideways as well. And I think I've said the same thing multiple times throughout, but the theming was so amazing and astounding in Star Wars Land. Like, we felt like we were there. So I'm just talking about that, and it was just an amazing experience. And the Millennium Falcon is huge, absolutely huge. But if you go to Disneyland first and see that Star Wars Land, and then you go to Disney World, the Millennium Falcon is much smaller. So go to world first, then land, and you'll be like, woo! All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to click the links down below. Be sure to use my code PH20Sandy. That way you'll get 20% off on top of those fantastic sale prices that are going on now. Remember, the sale ends on the 30th. I will see you guys again real soon for another video.